Okay, areas advanced material. Anybody remembers up to which question we're done? Oh, where to do passage one? I remember that. Okay, so here it is very important to get the graph of y equal to e power minus x sin x. Last class I told you how to draw y equal to x sin x graph. Of course, x square sin x, I said it is between plus x square and minus x square and some kind of graph like this. Of course, x square sin x is odd, so mirror image of this will not come. You have to find mirror image and then again reverse it. So instead of it is coming up, it will come down and then it will go like this. Okay. Depending on even and odd, slight change is there, but otherwise you can get the overall pattern of this. Coming to e power minus x sin x, it will be between plus e power minus x and minus e power minus x. So e power minus x, this is the graph. And e power minus x, this is the graph. Or minus of e power minus x, I mean. And this is oscillating between. These are only base, this is not the graph. This graph, actual graph will be between them. So it will be like this. Some kind of dampened vibrations. Okay. Now what they want is they want this area plus 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 this area. But like that, infinite regions are there. The point is they form geometric progression. So how to understand they form geometric progression? Okay, if you take it that they form a GP based on the question, okay, then it is easy. Where you simply find 0 to pi, what is the area? Pi to 2 pi, what is the area? Take this by this, you'll get common ratio. But you are not yet proved that they are in GP. But let us try to prove that they are in GP. Okay. So I'm going to take this is 0, this is pi, this is 2 pi. I'm going to take 2n pi to 2n plus 1 pi. I can take n pi to n plus 1 pi, but there's a problem where I have to know whether it is n is even or odd. Okay. Maybe we'll do even that. So I'm going to take integral n pi to n plus 1 pi e power minus x sin x dx. I can even take n is even. Okay. So how to integrate this? I think all of you know this formula. Integral e power ax sin dx is equal to e power ax by a square plus b square into some a sin bx plus or minus, I don't remember, b cos bx, something like this. Okay, this is the integral. How did this come? You have to apply integration by parts twice, then you'll get I back. Okay, we've done this in indefinite integration. Okay, but since you are studying complex numbers, earlier I gave hint, but I'm going to give hint once again. E power ax sin bx can be treated as e power ax into cis bx, imaginary part of this. All of you know cis theta, right, notation. So what is cis bx means? Cos bx plus I sin bx. And imaginary part means, okay, I kept im, imaginary part. Okay. Actually, the advantage with this is I am going to find e power ax sin bx and e power x cos bx both simultaneously. How is that? I'm going to take integral e power ax cis bx. That is e power ax. You know, cis theta is e power I theta. All of you know that, right? All of you know cis theta is e power I theta, right or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a power m into a power n. I can write e power, of course, I did not write dx. A plus ib into x dx. Now this is simply e power mx. E power mx integral is e power kx is e power kx by k. So I'm going to get e power a plus ib into x by a plus ib plus c. That's it, integration is over. But let us separate this now. E power ax, e power ibx is cis bx. So I'm going to write cis bx. Now a plus ib I want to rationalize. So I'm going to, after rationalizing, I'll get a square plus b square. Here a minus ib. Yes. Okay, so now multiply these two. When you take the real part, when you take cos, the answer for that will be the real part. When you take sine here, imaginary part will be the answer. So what is this bx actually? Cos bx plus I sin bx. So when you take real part, what I will get? A cos bx plus b sin bx. When I take imaginary part, a sin bx minus b cos bx. This is minus. So apart from applying integration by parts twice, you can convert sin bx into cis bx, find the answer and take imaginary part also, you will get it. Okay, this I did not tell you explicitly because you are not aware of these details at that time in indefinite integration. Okay, so this is complex numbers. This is some use of that in other places. Even in physics also, or differential equation also, there are some applications to complex numbers. May not be at our level, at engineering level, but you can use here and there. Okay, so anyway, this is a formula. Okay, so I'm going to use that here. I can apply by parts twice, but I'm just want to save the time. So this is e power minus x, 1 square plus 1 square is 2. According to this formula, minus sin x, b is plus 1, so minus cos x. Okay, substitute n pi to n plus 1 pi. So when I substitute n plus 1 pi, this answer is e power minus n plus 1 pi by 2. This will be 0, sine part is 0. I'll get minus cos n plus, when n is even, n plus 1 is odd. Whenever something is odd, odd multiple of pi, cos value is minus 1. Minus, when I put n pi, the whole thing, to write e power minus n pi by 2. And here when I put n pi, this is 0, and the even multiple of pi, cos will be minus 1. Cos x will be 1, and this is the minus, it will be 0 minus 1. Okay, so this is plus 1. This is also plus. So I got e power minus n pi. I'm splitting this into e power minus pi by 2. Here plus e power minus n pi by 2. If I take e power minus n pi by 2, I'll get e power minus pi plus 1. Actually, whether n is even or odd, same answer. Why? When n is odd, okay, instead of minus 1, I have to write plus 1 here. Here I have to write minus of minus 1. But the whole thing, there is a minus because I should not take this. I should take minus of this because the graph is below. Okay, so sorry. So you are going to get outside minus extra, and here minus change, here minus change. So finally no change. So the final answer is not for even or odd. N is any natural number. Okay. I just took the first step as n is even, but when I take n is odd, I'll get a minus. Finally same answer. This is for all n belongs to n, not just even or odd. Right here you can see, you can take n equal to 1, we'll get this area, n equal to 2 this area, n equal to 3 this area. They are in GP. Okay, so we'll see what the common ratio. But anyway, please write up to here. If any doubt, ask me, then we'll go further. I can even write whole numbers here because even include 0. Vamsi Krishna Reddy, are you there in the class? Yes, okay. How did you done the exam yesterday? Okay, good. Actually, some students who got may not be below 3,000, 4,000 in JEE Advanced. They got somewhere between 5,000 to 12,000. They even got seats in IITs. They told me that they only prepared mostly for mains. They have done all the past year mains question nicely. First round, they have done SN mains and advanced material fully. But in the revision time, they did not spend too much time on advanced material at very high level questions. But still, they got right rank. So, if you want to get a very good rank, of course, you should have exposure to all kinds of questions. But otherwise, out of 400, you want to get 150, 180 marks in JEE Advanced. Frankly, you don't need very high level advanced material also, because 60% of the JEE Advanced is also like mains only, at least 50%. Okay, so right here, everything is covered. This is actually, they defined SN, they called S0, or the areas they called as S0, S1, S2, S3. In fact, what we found is SN, because we started from N5 to N plus 1 5, that is SN only. Okay. So we got Sn is equal to e power minus n pi by 2 into e power minus pi plus 1. S naught means this will not be there, so only e power minus pi plus 1. S1 means e power by 2 is also. Okay. S1 means e power minus pi by 2 into e power minus pi plus 1. E power minus 2 pi by 2 into e power minus pi plus 1. So when you take this GP, the common ratio is this second time by first time, and you do, it is only e power minus pi. So we know first time, we know common ratio, we can find the whole thing. If somebody wants S0 plus S1 plus S2, so on up to infinity. Formula is A by 1 minus R because of GP. A is this half of e power minus pi plus 1 by 1 minus e power minus pi. Okay, so first one is done, second one is only common ratio, third one is just this one. You can just write half of 1 plus e power minus pi by 1 minus e power minus pi. Okay, next we will do matching first one and then numerical questions, odd numbers. Well completed. Please read matching one and try them. Anybody still doubt about this passage? Okay, I think first one, I think each one is a easy question that we done earlier. Just whether they are there. Y equal to x square. Y equal to mod 2 minus x square. Y equal to 2. I think your next exam also you'll have areas. Okay. And to the right of x equal to 1, that's what they want here. So y equal to x square graph is like this. Mod 2 minus x square. We know x square is like this. Minus x square is like this. 2 minus x square is like this. And mod 2 minus x square will be like this. When I apply mod, negative parts will go. And here from here to here add it to move to upward. So okay, so one is this graph, another one is this. And y equal to 2. So to identify here is that y equal to 2 is a horizontal line. We'll talk about that. This is 0, 2. So y equal to 2 is a line like this. Now we want area bounded by all the three and to the right side of x equal to 1. I'm sure this is x equal to 1. Okay, so that is this whole region. It should be bounded by this line, this curve, and this curve. What is this point? Root 2 comma 0. What is this point? Root 2, it's straight above that, so it is easier to manage. If it is not straight above, it is a problem. But this and this are straight above, so it is easy. This is root 2 comma 2. This is when this will become 2. X square equal to 4, x equal to 2. And we should know equation of each one separately. This is graph of x square. This is graph of mod 2 minus x square, but from here to here, the graph is actually 2 minus x square, but after root 2, it is x square minus 2. Because up to root 2, x square is smaller than 2, this is positive, I can remove the mod. Whereas after root 2, x square is bigger, so this is negative, so I have to take minus of that. So when I wanted this area and this area, integral 1 to root 2. Upper curve is x square and lower curve is 2 minus x square dx. Whereas when I take root 2 to 2, upper curve is line, horizontal line, y equal to 2, and lower curve is x square minus 2. Okay, this is 2x square minus 2. So 2x square integral is 2x cubed by 3, minus 2 is minus 2x from 1 to root. This is 4 minus x square, which is 4x minus x cubed by 3 from root 2 to the substitute will get. So when I put root 2, it is 2 root 2. So 4 root 2 by 3 minus 2 root 2. When I put 1, it is 2 by 3 minus 2. Here when I put 2, it is 8 minus 8 by 3. And when I put root 2, it is 4 root 2 minus 2 root 2 by 3. This is 4 root 2 by 3 and here 6 root 2 by 3. That's going to be 2 root 2. This 2 root will cancel, so I'll have minus 4 root 2. This is plus 2 plus, so this is 10 minus 10 by 3. 10 minus 10 by 3 is 20 by 3. 20 by 3 minus 4 root 2. Yes, it is there. They just gave it as 4 by 3 times 5 minus 3 root 2. Okay. So here this point is right above this. It is easy. Otherwise, I have to split at one more place. Anybody any doubt about this part? Please ask. This first matching A bit. Please put on your videos, everybody. If it's completed, you can try BCD. Other things. All right, I'm going to erase this. Anybody any doubt? Okay, B bit. X square plus y square equal to 25. 4y equal to mod 4 minus x square and y greater than equal to 0. Okay. So x square plus y square equal to 25 is a circle. 4y equal to mod 4 minus x square is somewhat like a previous question we got, that parabola like this. What are these points? At 0, its maximum value is 1. So this is 0, comma 1. What about this one is 2, comma 0. This is minus 2, comma 0. And of course, that point of intersection can be found by solving. And this will be 5. Y greater than or equal to 0 means y coordinate is positive, so everything is above. So they want area bound. Let us not draw x-axis or y-axis to avoid confusion. I will draw circle and this curve, and y coordinate should be positive. Actually, the circle and this parabola bounded one region here, one region here. Y coordinate is positive means they want this area. So it's quite clear. If you draw x-axis and y-axis, you will think this or this or this or this, so many things. But if we remove x-axis and y-axis and say area bounded by this curve and this, and y coordinate should be positive, it is this whole thing. Okay, so how are we going to find them? I can take semicircle area and remove this area, this area. That is one option. Or simply take from here to here area under the circle. From that, remove this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece. You can do upper curve minus lower curve, but still same thing. So it's important for me to know the point of intersection. And this curve, of course, I can use 2/3 rule here, but anyway, this is y equal to 4 minus x square by 4, whereas this part is y equal to x square minus 4 by 4. When I substitute here 5x square by 4, let me substitute this here, x square plus x square minus 4 by 4 equal to 25. When I multiply with 4, 4x square plus x square minus 4 equal to 100. 5x square equal to 104. This actually is not so nice. Did I take the equations right? In the option nowhere I have root 5 and all. So what is the problem? Okay, I did not like the only x value here, otherwise things are fine. If it would come 3 or 4, it is easier. At 4 it is 3, whereas at 4 it is also 3. 16 minus 4, 12. So something wrong. I put x equal to 4, 16 minus 4 is 12, 12 by 4 is 3. What about this? Oh, I need to put a square, that is a mistake. But this only y is x square minus 4 by 4, not about y square. So sorry. Okay, I have to multiply 16 now. So 16x square plus x power 4 minus 8x square plus 16 equal to 16 into 25 is 400. Now it is x power 4, 16 minus 8 is plus 8x square minus 384 equal to 0. It should be x square minus 9 into x square plus 17 equal to 0. Is it 17? Plus 17 minus 9 I can write. So 17 into 9, no. Multiply 16 here, power 4 minus 8x square plus 16. 16 into 25 is 400. Square 4, this is plus 8x square, this is minus 84. Is x square equal to 9 satisfying here? We want x equal to 3, right? X equal to 4, y equal to 3, sorry. It is x square minus 16 into x square plus 8, I guess. Then also something. Sorry. I want x coordinate to be 4, so x square will be 16. Okay. Is x square equal to 16 satisfying here? If I take this x square into x square plus 8, it is 16 into 24. It's matching with this. Okay. So it is x square plus 24 into x square minus 16 equal to 0. 16 24s are this. That's good. So x square equal to minus 24 or 16 is not okay. This is okay. So we'll get x equal to 4 plus or minus. Okay, so basically this point is 4 comma 3. This point is minus 4 comma 3. Okay, now it is easier. Okay, so I want from minus 4 to plus 4. Area under the circle minus remove all these parts. So integral minus 4 to 4 square root of 25 minus x square dx is this total area. From that I have to remove this. This and this are symmetrical, even this and this are symmetrical, so I can remove twice of these two also to be easier. So minus 2 times 0 to 2 under the parabola 4 minus x square by 4 dx plus integral 2 to 4 x square minus 4 by 4 dx. A square minus x square formula is we have x by 2 root to 25 minus x square plus a square by 2 25 by 2 sine inverse x by a, which is x by 5. Even this, instead of minus 4 to 4, I can write 2 times 0 to 4. Okay, so the whole thing is 2 times. So we can put a big bracket, remove this 2. Okay, what about this? This I can use directly because of 2/3 of this rectangle. This is 2 and this is 1. So area is 2, 2/3 of that is 4 by 3. So this should come 4 by 3. This part we can't do like that. So I have to integrate x cube by 12 minus x with 2 to 4. This also minus because minus belongs to both. When I put 0 here, everything is 0. But when I put 4, it is 2 times 4 by 2 is 2. And this is 3, 6. Here it is 25 by 2 sine inverse 4 by 5. This is minus 4 by 3. Coming to this, when I put 4, 1 4 when I cancel it is 16 by 3 plus 4. When I put 2, minus or minus will be plus. When I put 2, it will be 8 by 12, which is 2 by 3. Here minus 2. Okay, let's see some parts. Okay. Are we getting the answer? 25 sine inverse 4 by 5. Yes, this into this is 25 sine inverse 4 by 5. Other part. 2, 6 plus 4. Anyway, this is minus 20 with the 2. Minus 18 by 3 is minus 6. 6 and minus 6 cancel. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 plus 2, 2 2s are 4. So 4 plus, yeah. Okay, so anybody doubt about any graph or finding point of intersection or how to write this integral? Please ask her which region they're asking. We want this region. We took minus 4 to 4 area under the semicircle. Remove this region, this region, this region, this region. Or only we took area under the circle from here, removed this and this and doubled it.
host us to start your video. నాకు ఎందుకురా ఈ బాధలన్నీ.
Anybody any doubt in this part? Okay, I'm going to erase at least upper part. Third one, I think easy. See a bit. We've done this question same earlier. Y equal to 2 by 1 plus x square is this, and x square is this, and both are intersecting at 1 and minus 1. This is minus 1, this is 1, this is 2 by 1 plus x square, this x square, we want this. So area is equal to 2 times integral 0 to 1. Upper curve is 2 by 1 plus x square, lower curve is x square dx. This is 2 tan inverse x. This is x cubed by 3 with 0 to 1. When you put 1, it is pi by 2 now, and this is 1 by 3. 0, everything is 0. So 5 minus 2 by 3. Okay, d bit. There's a circle with 0, 0 and 10, 0 as ends of diameter. And the y square equal to 5x is passing through exactly this ends of diameter there. So this is your parabola. Just they give two curves, that's all. So one is a circle and one is a parabola. So what is the area bounded by them? You can say this one, you can say this one, you can say this one. I think some clarity of that is required. Which option is left anyway for us? 25 pi by 4 minus 2 by 3. Did we cover that? Maybe not. So we'll get that. So 25 pi by 4. I think maybe they found only this area. Let us see. If they found only this area, it is semicircle minus area under this. This is 0, 0. This is 5, 0. This is 10, 0. This is 5, 5. I don't need much of integration. Yeah, the semicircle is pi r square by 4. Minus this is area under the parabola, which is 2/3 of this. This is 5, this is 5, 25, 2/3 of that. So 2/3 of area of rectangle. That is this region. So this is also for 25 pi by 4 minus 50 by 3. Yes. Okay. I think out of the 3 regions, this is one region. 25 into pi by 4 minus 2 by 3. Okay, so this total matching. Anybody any doubts? Please ask. Otherwise, you can try numerical questions, odd numbers. Okay, D part is we have a parabola, circle and a parabola like this. The region is, this is one area, this whole thing is one area, this is another area. They did not ask which one they want. I think we have to find all of them. So this and this is the same. I found only this. How to find only this? You take this quarter circle, that is pi r square by 4. From that, remove area under the parabola. But I already discussed one shortcut that when you want area under a parabola, this part that will be 2/3 of this rectangle. This is 5, which is a square 25, 2/3 of that. That's what it is. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so numericals, first question. If x-axis divides the area of the region bounded by the parabolas and the ratio A is to B. Okay, let us say the parabolas. This is 0, this is 2, and this is 4. And at 2, it is 4. So one parabola is like this. And another parabola, sorry, this is downward, yes. Another parabola is upward with roots 0, 0, and 1, 0. Another parabola is like this. 0, 1, 4. So there is, so you can see this whole region is bounded between them. And x-axis dividing that area. Okay, so they want this total area and this area, that ratio. Okay, so this one is easy, between 0 to 1. Here we have to know the point of intersection. So 4x minus x square is equal to x square minus x. 5x equal to 2x square. So x is equal to 5 by 2. So this is 2 and this is 5 by 2. And if this is 0, this is 1. If somebody wants, this is half comma minus 1 by 4. This point is 2 comma 4. This down area is easy. So if at all you want to call this down area, this upper area is A and this down area is B. It may be reverse, we don't know. Only B you can do by integration as 0 to 1 x minus x square, but I will take a negative minus of x square minus x dx. If I use the 2/3 rule, this is 1 and this is 1 by 4. So area of the rectangle is 1 by 4, 2/3 of that. So 2/3 of 1 by 4, which is 1 by 6. So B alone is 1 by 6. Coming to A, between 0 to 1, upper curve is this parabola and lower curve is x-axis only. But whereas between 1 to 5 by 2, this parabola minus this parabola. So I have to take, or I can directly do 0 to 5 by 2 area under the parabola. That is better. 0 to 5 by 2, 4x minus x square dx. Minus only this part I have to remove between 1 to 5 by 2. This parabola, which is x square minus x dx. Okay, so this integral is 4 x square by 2 minus x cube by 3 with limits 0 to 5 by 2. This is x cube by 3 minus x square by 2 between 1 to 5 by 2. And I put 5, it is 25 by 4, so 25 by 2. Here 125 by 8 into 3. 0 is 0. Here when I put 5 by 2, 125 by 8 into 3. Here 25 by 8. Plus minus 1 minus plus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2. 25 by 2. This and this is minus 125 by 24, but click on 12 this and this together. Plus 25 by 8. These two together is 2 minus 3 minus 1 by 6. I have to take LCM of this total. What is the answer? They go 30.25. So I have to simplify first. I think they took a bigger S. It's bigger. LCM of all these things is 24. 2 into 12. 12 25s are 300. 12 2s are 250. 8 3s are 75. 6 4s are minus 4. This is 50. 125. 121. 121 by 24. Okay, so now if you want A by B, 121 by 24 by 1 by 6. 121 by 4, which is 30.25. Anybody any doubt in this first question?